20th anniversary, darling.
Oh, you too.
That's the theater and now dinner at L'Ermitage. What a wonderful
Well, that's not the surprise.
No.
No?
There's more. I don't think I can take any more.
That's exactly what you said on our honeymoon.
Oh, I can't believe a night without doorbells, phones, faxes, and Mommy, Rachel hit me. A real grown-up evening, just the two of us.
Well, you really deserve it, sweetie.
Roger? Roger Shrek?
Joanna, Connie, my God, look at you!
Oh, you look great!
Oh, thank you too! Oh, this is my wife, Julie. You're not intruding on anything.
You like this? I was just thinking about you last night.
No, you weren't?
Yes, you know that revival of the Fantastics?
Oh, we just
saw it tonight! Oh, right!
I love the part that she sings.
That girl reminds you of
Prissy? Yeah!
Prissy. Whatever happened to you, Prissy?
Yeah, well, I know. Me and Prissy. Well, you know, I went to law school, met Julie, settled down, the usual humdrum stuff.
I can't believe that you got married. I mean, there were so many.
Oh, you are though. You had a crush on me? Why didn't you say something? Oh, you. Oh gosh, was it that party in New York?
Oh my God, it was Nick Jenkins.
Politically incorrect.
Oh, birthday party! I don't remember what you were wearing. I do remember that real velvet dress.
Yeah.
Oh,
There when I stepped in the hem that pulled the whole front of
Well,
me.
I don't remember that. I think I would have remembered that. You must have been really hot.
I was so drunk.
Well, what are you doing here in California?
Well, I'm looking.
like Julie, the other one looks like me. I'm practicing law. I'm doing entertainment law.
Oh, anybody famous?
Well, let's see, Tommy Lee Jones, Phil Hartman, Edi McClurg. Just signed Kevin Costner. I don't know, I have to think about it. Oh, great idea. What is your number? Maybe we can do lunch?
That would be great. It's 938-567.
Okay. 213. How long have pistol. Oh, look, honey, your big surprise just walked in. It's Kevin Costner. Kevin, over here. I want you to meet my
Groundlings 20th year reunion. I can't believe it. My name's Donna DeBane. Remember me from Saturday Night Live? Just so excited that all of you came out, and I told you backstage the excitement is really running high. So, I mean, I kind of... Oh, hi. Consider this sort of the Woodstock of improv. All of us getting together again and seeing each other, talking, reminiscing, remembering the old, wonderful times. I'm a little nervous. Oh, got it. Gary Austin, you know, is the founder of the Groundlings, and Gary and I go all the way back to college. Way back. San Francisco. Okay. A lot of money that we had at the time that we don't have now. Anyway, Gary was the one who taught me all about improvisation, and most of us. Me? Did he teach you? You? Oh, no? Okay, but he taught a lot of us older people about it. I used to say to Gary, you know, I'm not really very funny, I can't think of anything to say. And Gary said, just tell the truth, Donna. Tell the truth. And I did. Everybody laughed. And that's how I don't need to be going through this in front of so many of you. It really was a wonderful time in my life. A wonderful time. And I hope you'll all enjoy the show. We're glad you're here, and welcome to the Groundlings 20th year reunion.
Shelley Wick was here for that! Put some girls out there! You need to get that last 50 pounds off! When I was young, That's okay. I have a fabulous career in television right now. Where is he? He's living on the outskirts of Rome doing commercials for Italian breadsticks. Well, that's okay. Listen, you want a cash check? You wear pearls and calls attention to your bust line. And if you have a beautiful decollage, as I do, all eyes will be riveted up here, so they don't know what's going on down here. You know, when I was younger, I had very bad press. They would say, "That's Shirley Winter. She'll sleep with anybody." It's not true. It's a vicious lie. I always had to be in love, or at least be introduced. Anyhow, you know. That's okay. The luncheon, a high school reunion, a screen test with Roseanne. Take 7 taxi trips tonight. You'll be 10 pounds thinner in the morning. Look away from me. Don't hate me because I'm beautiful. Taxi trip. Tell them Shelley sent you.
My name is Dick Jolly. It's Don Bovinglow, but I've become as old as Dick Vitale. You know, the last 20 years, we've seen a lot of changes happen to Melrose. I mean, the street has changed absolutely in an incredible way. And we used to have a lot of people who, 20 years ago, would come into the theater and stop by just to say hello, people who would visit the neighborhood. And we found some of this, believe it or not, honestly, we found some of the people, and we invited them here this evening, and we thought you might like to and the very lovely lady in pink sitting here to my left, would you tell us your name? A little something about yourself?
Yes, My name is Mrs. Merrick Mendenhall. And I am from Nice, which is just outside Los Angeles. But then just about everything is. And I'm the mother of 2 charming children, Mindy, 15, and Merv, 13. And my husband, Merv Sr., is a CPA with a company called TRW in El Segundo.
Welcome, Mrs. Mark. We're happy to have you. I thought maybe you lost the button here because you were holding.
No.
Oh, I see.
I have this lovely ring that my husband gave me as an engagement present, and we bought it on time. Because he likes to say that he did time for it.
He has a real Venetian sense of humor. And to your left, sir, what is your name?
Yes, my name is Bindri Singh. I'm an ex-championship bodybuilder, and as of 6:23 this evening, I'm the newest member of the Los Angeles League.
What is your What is the number there on your
I don't know, it's 32. I found it in the locker room. I thought I'd use it.
You remind me of a taxi driver in New York that I had recently.
I have many cousins in New York. It's a corrupt, filthy city.
Well, we're very happy to see you again.
I'm delighted to be here.
Yes. And it does look like you filled up just a little bit from the last time I
It's
saw
a
you.
good color for me, don't you?
Yes, that's
And it gets cold, I'm in trouble.
And to your left is
My name's Ted Armstrong, and I'm a puppetry major at Cal Arts. This is my freshman project.
It looks like you make your puppets. Do you make all your puppets out of familiar objects?
No, your freshman year you can just use sock puppets.
What happened to the other sock? I'm sorry. To your left, lovely lady to your left there. Yes, you.
My name is Anansiata. And I came from over there to over here. Here now from over there. There I was making cheeses, and over here I am prostitution.
Do you see any relationship between the two?
They are both very cheesy.
You know, Annunziata, it's a lovely name. I had a nun in grade school who taught me. Her name was Sister Annunziata.
Yes, they taught me also.
All right. And the gentleman to your left with the lovely Hawaiian shirt. Yes, sir.
Oh, yes. My name is Morris Potemkin from Flushing, Queens. That's upstate New York. I'm a computer programmer for Hebrew National Hot Dogs. And I'm here on a B'nai B'rith singles cruise. $79.95, all included tax, tip, and gratuity.
Well, welcome to all of you. We're very happy that you joined us on this suspicious occasion. Now, if anyone in the audience has this really actually predates Phil Donahue. If anyone in the audience has any questions for any member of our panel, we would love to entertain those questions.
What price does Annunzia charge for her services?
That's a very good question. What price do you charge for your services? The cheese services or the
Prostitution.
I see.
Well, sometimes I charge them nothing if they cry.
Groundlings 20th do New Sunday. Or does he take part in it?
Winking? Winky likes to watch.
I see, that's why it's an eye for a nose, I suppose. Any other questions?
I want love advice from Mrs. Mark.
Well, you know, after a while, after a couple really gets to know one another, you know, the attention will start to flag. So, I recently bought a thong exercising outfit. And I'll tell you, after I've given Marv a really strong cup of coffee, and he thinks he's sitting down to watch Peter Jennings, I'll just waltz through
punishable by death.
Watching Peter Jennings. Oh, the thumb thing. Yes, sir.
Question for Bimby. How did he make a living before he got into the Lakers?
Well, times were tough, I tell you, boy, because I was not a big man. I was a small man. But inside the small man was a big man. But you would try to tell these slick LA people that, oh no, inside was a big man there. There's a big, strong, muscly guy. I can do incredible things, but he's inside. They just didn't involve in that. So I did this a lot. Do you have 25 cents? That worked.
I have the same problem. I have small pants, but inside's a big man.
Yes. Another question?
What is Morris looking for in a woman on the neighborhood singles?
Well, I've looked for my chicks and guys. Kathy Lee Giffen is my But at this point, I would settle for Shelley Winters.
Yes. Mrs. Marv, I was just wondering if you've learned anything over the years, have lessons of life or...
Well, you know, there are some disappointments that come around. You pray maybe to God. Maybe God isn't listening. Sometimes, you know, He answers your prayers, but the answer is just no. Particularly grateful in the Mendenhall household because, you see, Mindy is what they call an anorexic gymnast. So happy that at the age of 15 she has finally had her onset of menses.
I don't blame you. Makes the mother's heart leap with joy.
They thought of perhaps some progeny later on in life.
Oh, yes. Duplicate the family. Any other questions? Yes.
What do you think the Lakers' chances are this year? That's the whole family.
You know, this is good because I'm going to get some sex now.
And there you have it, ladies and gentlemen. We have another, there was another head back there. There is another head, but it's...
You know, we have a lot of modern problems.
Would you tell us about...
Yes, you know, my Marv Sr. Of a morning when I put him in his LTD, put him on the 405 down to El Segundo, he was going to to 7-Eleven and get himself a big gulp of coffee. And he's found that in his craning, you know, to look at traffic, his polyblend shirt is giving him a rash on his neck. So what I did is I gave him some of my thigh cream. You know the thigh cream that's reducing thigh cream? Yeah, that around his neck and then made his neck so tiny.
Yes, sir.
Where does Annunziata work?
I've been to Melrose before. I have been to Ventura Boulevard before. I have been to Venice Beach before.
CalArts.
from a synagogue in Las Vegas, Nevada, here he is, the Rabbi to the Stars, Rabbi Abraham Stein!
Hold it down! Hold it down now! Long shakappen! So please keep your applause to yourself or someone who's a dear foppish. Let me welcome you to the bar mitzvah of little Bobby Waxman. I'm sorry. For a good time, call Wong. 787. Wong's in the valley. Yes, it's me, Abraham Stein. And believe me, the pleasure is mine. You know, I just flew in from my synagogue in Las Vegas, the B'nai Dunes. Boy, are my arms spiffing. I'm trying to remember and never forget the words of the famous prophet Moses. Moses, the prophet. And I'm quoting here from Leviticus 5, Notre Dame, nothing. Moses said to the Israelites and the Israel darks, because it takes all kinds. Moses, a very ugly prophet, although he did look good in the rushes. Moses who said, before I part the Red Sea, I want some people here. Isn't that true in our own lives? As the Venus de Milo said on the occasion of her birthday, Gubachaiten Shuchbel. There it was. Isn't that true in our own lives? Mahatma Gandhi's wife said to Mahatma during his hunger strike, eat a cookie, who'll know? I'd like to do a brief series of impressions. Because I am seeking representation. First of all, James Cagney for the motion picture Yankee Doodle Enemy. James Cagney. Am I still in the shachot or am I James Cagney. You're turning shachot the chum. And two from the fourth. Here's the last. The wonderful Jack Benny. Jack Benny said, now what a Rochester. Mishechuda by night. By the lingy face me. And Sullivan. Right after running she said, what? And finally, Peter Falk. You know, I think the mother got the shvasacha. I have to leave now. I see the shisudim is next to the chach. Time to go, but I gotta tell you, I'll leave you with one thought, 1.5 thoughts. This is important to never forget. The difference between fish and meat. When you beat your fish, it dies.
We now take you back to junior high school open house, 1968.
I teach sex ed to the 6A girls at Garden Grove Junior High. Woo, that's a mouthful! This year has just been a year fabuloso for me and the girls. Coach Hunk. I mean Coach Hanks. Sorry, Bill. That's what the girls call him, Coach Hunk. Oh, where was I? I'm so embarrassed. Sorry, Bill. Anyway, Coach Hanks was nice enough to let Romolo Mejia out to be in our play. When Sammy's fur meets Eden A. And the girls were all so excited about that because Romolo Mejia is our exchange student from Venezuela. We also saw a film. Will Sally take the old oak tree road home? It starts out Sally, popular girl. As you can see, she has a neat notebook. She's a member of GAA, forensics, class council, Terpsy, thespian, just the works. A regular good girl. Until she meets Buzz McKay having a cigarette outside the swim gym. Virgin alert! Well, I'm sorry to say our gal Sal does go home with Buzz, and she becomes Sally Cheat Girl. She now goes out with Yolanda, a member of the Angel Tarts. Logo is just a mess. She doesn't care. She's letting her roots grow. Yes, they just kind of juke around outside the boys' gym. Oh, and she wears black patent leather shoes, which we all know reflect a half split. With the girls did for my birthday. They all dressed up like Sally Cheap Girl. Real funny, girl! Let's do just for fun. Let's see how well you do with a couple of quickie quiz questions from growing up and understanding your new you-know-what. What is a labia majora? A small island off the coast of Spain. B, the number of senators needed to reach a quorum. C, closely related to the labia minora. 2, what is a labia minora? A small Hanukkah candle. Marcus Aurelius' best friend. Or C, closely related to the labia majora. 3, what is Sirota? A new Parker Davis board game. Marcus Aurelius' best friend. C, none of the above. If you guessed C all 3 times, you were absolutely correct. I'll see y'all next year.
And now, fresh off their 324-day Ramona Inn tour, please welcome the Jack Sisters!
know, when my sister and I were kids, we were fat.
Who knew?
Life was tough for us, and most of the time we felt like a couple of clowns. Is that right, Jay? Ladies and gentlemen, our brother Jay DeJack at the piano.
And you know, every once in a while a song comes along that really expresses those inner feelings. Just such a song has been written by a very dear friend of ours, Stevie Sondheim. And we'd like to do it for you. Isn't it rich? Are we up here? Me here at last on the ground. You in midair. Send in the this quest. You are cold and the one will be carrying around.
It's time to check the weather. That means it's time to check in with the Groundling Eyewitness News crash meteorologist, Dr. Doug.
That from the bottom of my heart. Okay, I'll get a little bit of a shine for you guys. Come on to this area. I'm the next man. I'm the next man. Okay, here we go. Okay, we got rain over here. We got clouds over here. We got wind lines over here. Okay, I'm ready. We got the north. We got white things in it. It's white. It's flake. It's cold. It's wet. Snow. Snow. We got snow. Okay, here's the Midwest. We got a pressure system. All over here, pressure system. What's it all mean? We don't know. Okay, let's go along. Okay.
The year is 2054 indeed, and you were there. It is the 80th anniversary of the Groundlings. Here to tell her story is 104-year-old Edi McClurg.
Well, now, where were we? I first visited California as an adult in 1966 when my brother, Robert Martin McClurg, and I drove across country from Kansas City, Missouri in a 1958 Dodge with the big fins. We carried our food in what they called a styrofoam container. We had wheat bread and white bread, mustard and mayonnaise, turkey and ham slices. Did I say mustard and we had no lettuce for the sandwiches because they got caught in my braces. Which were tiny metal bands. Attached to a person's teeth. Tied tightly with wire. In order to keep their teeth from wandering about. We arrived at the home of my aunt, Donna Mae McClurg Hamilton. Her daughter, Dorothy Adair Hamilton. And the godmother, Dorothy Bissett. A fairly young woman who at the age of 15 shaved off her eyebrows and was required to draw them on with a pencil. Forever afterwards. In order to have any features whatsoever. Sometime later, in years, I began a career as an actress in Hollywood. My early exposure, both physical, mental, and spiritual, happened in the Groundlings Theater, which required you to bring most of your household to the theater. was that I never married. And the fact is that I have been married to well over 100 men. Many of whom were obese cigar smokers. I lived with their morning catarrh, their sinus snorts, their butt kicking on sound stages all across the city. And I always thought, why take that home with you? There was something in producers' hearts that loved to see me in a clinch with 300-pound weathermen from NBC. And at one point I worked with Rodney Dangerfield and my husband, and he proceeded to spit stew in my face. And generally cause hubbub. And I said, "Hey, bub, why don't you just be a person?" He missed the point. I'm growing a little fatigued now. I live here in the Groundling home for the terminally silly. We had pudding in the dining room this afternoon. Took me 6 stabs with my fork in order to break the skin on the top. So you can understand my fatigue. I'm in need of a nap now. But anytime you want to come back and visit and listen to inane and pointless stories, I'm certainly willing to fill your time. Until then, I'll see you.
Model, actress, Catherine Bergstrom opens her mouth for milk.
There was one called Blair House. Yeah, that was a scream. And, oh, God, he nicked me. Albert nicked me. But Blair House was sort of, well, why don't I'll just do a little bit for you right now. It was hysterical. It was really hysterical. We had Jim Lange
a table in a very fancy restaurant on a first date with a girl he really wanted to impress, okay? And upstage we had a bar, we had a jazz combo, we had Jim Smith played the bartender. Yeah. And downstage left here we had two very, very hoity-toity ladies, okay? So in the course of the sketch, of course, hijinks were happening like crazy. And Lashley forgot his money. He couldn't find his wallet. So he starts going berserk, right? He gets up from the table, he starts swearing, fuck shit, fuck shit, fuck shit. The ladies over here going absolutely insane. Oh my God, the combo stops playing, and Jimmy Martinez played the waiter. I don't know if you remember Jimmy. Jimmy was all over the stage playing the waiter, taking care of everybody, and the minute Lashley starts having a fit, he goes insane. He tries to keep the lid on the scene. He can't do it. He's running back and forth. He's running left. He's running right. He's going back up here. The audience was getting absolutely hysterical through the whole thing the whole time and laughing. So finally, Lashley just stops dead and says, the F word, I can't find my money, and Martinez, with those big bug eyes of his and everything, he just starts melting like the Wicked Witch of the left. It was really funny. And then there was this other sketch. Well, actually, we were going to try and do Blair Hush, but we really can't because, Jimmy Martinez can't be with us this evening. He's shooting in Spain. And so we were thinking about maybe doing this other sketch called Social Disease with Donna Dubay and Dick Fratelli. And that was a real sort of a 70s kind of a sketch, it was really funny. We used to do it every week. Every week we do Social Disease. And Donna Dubay, who you saw earlier, she would be over here on stage right on the telephone. And Dick Fratelli would be sort of a smooth, kind of a sensitive, kind of a 70s kind of a guy. Down left on the telephone. And Donna would be over here and she would be calling him up and she would be saying, okay, there's something I really had to tell you. And Dick would be trying to be so cool, but you could tell that a little something had happened between the two of them. And he was really excited that she was, calling him up on the phone and everything. The audience would be laughing because they could see what was coming, And finally Donna would just say, hey, I had to go to the doctor. Maybe you should get a checkup too. And Fratelli took this really long big, but the audience just was like falling on the floor. Falling on the floor. And then he said, hey, what's bacteria between friends, right? And he was still saying, we can still see each other. The Donna was over here on the floor. And she says, hey, I really got to go. I got a lot of calls to make. And then the audience was like, so we were thinking about doing Social Disease, but we really couldn't, because, Fratelli's shooting in Spain. He couldn't be around. And then there was this other huge sketch that we were absolutely famous for called Restoration. And it was a take-up on those restoration comedies, and it was kind of a tribute to William Wycherley, the country wife, that kind of a thing. Downstage right, there was a dandy. Downstage left, there was a dandy. In the center, there was a huge gallery. Almost the entire cast was in it. Fanning themselves, sniffing snuff, doing the whole thing. And the two dandies would lob insults back and forth, bippity-bop, bippity-bop, bippity-bop. Mr. Fidget, right? Mr. Cliffhanger, right? Gallery in between going back and forth, complimenting. Good insult. Ooh, good insult. Back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. And then finally the whole cast would just be in a pool of sweat on the floor. The audience would be laughing their heads off, hysterically funny, crying, going to the bathroom, coming back, and someone would inadvertently kick Jim Smith out into the audience every time. By accident, and he still had never figured out what to do with that beat. But the audience loved it. It was a real crowd. It was very funny. And we were thinking about, maybe doing Restoration again. We had the wigs in the back and everything, but we really couldn't because, Jim Smith is shooting on a small island off of Spain. But at this time, I want you to know you're seeing a great show tonight. We've got a lot of interviews and a lot of short scenes for you. And at this time, I really would like to take a minute, if I could, and pay tribute to one cast member that's not here tonight. We know for a fact he's not shooting in Spain. And at this time, I'd like to bring out someone. Ron Wilson. Ron? Someone who did his best for us in the 70s. Ladies and gentlemen, Winston the Wonder Dog. Winston and Ron used to do feats of psychic wonder right here on the stage. It's the only mind-reading dog the Groundlings ever had. We miss him dearly. He's no longer with us, but at this time, if you would please join me in 3 beats of comedy silence. Thanks a lot.
その子はジャパニーズ内科病院。Just finished a gig at Sukiyaki Clubbing Cardina. I tell jokes and I do imitation of famous people. Okay, I make myself. This I do joke. Okay, Japanese school, go to UCLA. She make very good grades. And then she go back to Hanada Airport and her papa come to greet her. Okay, now I do papa.
Hanami, most happy with grades at UCLA, but most distressed at Lou's dating Jewish boy.
And Hanami say, Papa, what schmuck told you that? I see, we do all kind of, but we do funny. Okay. My joke. Imitation. This is a imitation of movie Gigi for you. Okay. Gigi. Just help me when I go like that.
Mon Dieu, I'm gonna be a lady. My leg are too long. My arms are too long. Those students that look at me.
Okay, now. Bingo. Gigi talk to Gigi. Gigi. That's absurd. Now, not another word. Thank you. Okay. Now I want to do Sandy Duncan for you. This is Sandy Duncan from Hollywood Squares. Okay. I know. Don't tell me. A man. Okay. A man. Carrie Cobo. Thank you. Now I do one of my favorites. I do Sandra D for you. This is Sandra D from Reluctant Debutante. She's talking to her daddy Rex Harrison in the kitchen. Okay.